Okay. Let's see if we can do them at the same time. What do you think? I bet it's possible. Look at that, just about right at 2 cups. So that'll do us great. So we got our carrots cut. And now let's do our celery. Sometimes I can't tell which way these things are going. There we go. Alright. So, if you've seen the show before, one of my favorite things to cut is celery. I love the way it sounds and feels while you slice it. I know that's a little weird, but I'm a bit of a weird guy. Alright, so make sure you wash your celery. You always need to do that. First, I'm going to go ahead and cut off these dirty ends here. Alright. So let's see if we can do these all at the same time too. What do you say? Worked last time? Worked out pretty nicely. Alright, so the recipe calls for 1 cup of these. Let's see what that looks like. I might add a little bit more because I'm a bit of a celery fan. And I just think it's so good inside of a chicken soup. It gets a little bit, it's kind of soft, you know, in there. And all that delicious chicken broth. Alright, so that's a little bit over a cup right there. I think we can go ahead and probably just land on that. And maybe we won't use all of the chicken that we shredded. Maybe we'll cut that down a little bit. I do want the ratios to be good for this. You know, because I don't know if you're like me, one of my favorite things about chicken noodle soup is the soup part of it, just the broth itself. A lot of times I'll just end up like taking more scoops of just the broth than eating all the chunks with it too. So I want it to have the chunks and have the, you know, the good hearty stuff in there, but I also like just the broth. All right, so now we're going to get our onion in here. And then we're going to get this show really on the road. But yeah, right now let's just chop up some onion. So this is some onion that I've just kind of been hacking away at a little bit. And then let's rotate that and give it a little rough dice. Rough chop, I guess, really. Yeah, that's good. Throw that in there with the rest of our veg. That's, of course, not all the onion we're going to use. Just for now. Let's get the rest of this bad boy out. Cut the tail off. Don't need him. And let's just do the same process here. Get that outside layer, that's no good. Gotta be careful on that last cut. And I'm just using a yellow onion here. You could use sweet Vidalia if you wanted to. I just prefer yellow usually in most things. Shallot if you want it to be a little bit more delicate. Now obviously there's probably a better way of doing all this chopping, guys, but these onions were already kind of hacked on, like I said. I was using them for salads and tuna salads and you know, and just little random things, sandwiches and whatnot. So it was kind of hacked on already. But, you know, waste not, want not. We need to use it. Okay. Woo! Get into my eyes just a little bit. Joy of cooking, everybody. It's so fun, it makes you want to weep. Oh. Nice, Tyler. Ooh. Well, now you're about to hear a grown man sobbing. Yeah, chopping vegetables is, the sound is really pleasant, I think. I agree with you. And just kind of enjoying that. Alright, so that was that. Let me think. Let's see here. Well, guys, I'm gonna do a little bit extra onion. A little bit more, because I know how much flavor that's gonna give.